Here we go again, guys. Another Ford Focus with a bad dual clutch as usual. And as you guys know, we got to get it home, plugged into FORScan, and see the DTCs we're getting for it. Okay, so we have our FORScan plugged in. Let me close the door there. FORScan is plugged in. We're checking out our DTCs to see what's really going on with the transmission here. Okay, guys, so here's the code that we were getting. P0783, transmission friction element A stuck on. So most likely, this is going to be a shift fork issue, and the A indicates it would be the shift fork on the top of the transmission. So we want to check that, and then if we go down here, let's see what this says. So same thing. So if this is a mechanical code. Now if it was paired with a electrical code, then we might have a shot at it being something like an actuator or TCM. But most likely, guys, it's going to be internal in the transmission. So we do have it ready to get jacked up. Okay, guys, so we had a P0783, which is the element A stuck on. So what we got to do is access this top actuator, which is our actuator B for our clutch, or actuator A for our clutch A. And we're going to turn the fork in there by hand, taking the actuator out. And we'll see if it's binding at all, if there's any spots where it's hard to turn, so we can diagnose if it's the fork or the actuator or something else. So let's get all of this stuff out and go ahead and turn that. So to go ahead and get this top actuator out, we have to get out the air box, and then the battery, and then the intake duct itself. All that has to come out for us to get to that actuator down there, which isn't bad. It only takes a couple of minutes, especially if you've done it before. I fly through this and it's a breeze, so we're just getting that out of the way, and then we'll get the actuator out. All right, guys, I did notice that part of this air box is busted for one of the mounts. It's not a big deal. I think we can reuse this. We'll just make sure there's no vibration from that. So let's keep going. We now have air box out of the way. So next thing is to get the battery out. And whatever bolt they put on here is a 12 millimeter, and you can see this thing's like brand new. I don't think I've ever used my 12 millimeter since I bought this set, because there's just really no bolts on this Ford Focus that I work on that requires a 12. So first usage for this, guys, we're definitely gonna go ahead and actually put a battery box in there. We're gonna pull apart, grab one, because I don't like the way that's set up, but we'll keep moving on. Let's get the battery out. Oh, we got a handle here. Nice. Ugh. Our parts kind of gonna start stacking up. Okay, guys, and there's our actuator. So we're gonna go ahead and get that out. That is an E8 bit. All bolts are out. We're gonna go ahead and try and get this actuator out. It's looking a little crusty. It's a little tough getting out. Huh. Our actuator is actually stuck. You can see, I mean, it's literally bending like a screwdriver. We're going to figure out a way to get this out, because it is just, man, it's just stuck in there. So you can see what I've done. I've actually moved it. You can see the holes for the screw is actually moved over to the left, and I just put a flathead on the side and hit it on the end with a hammer, so hopefully that freed it up. Okay, and you can see it's finally moving, so we can go ahead and get this out. Okay, finally it's out. Put it to the side. We're gonna go ahead and turn the inside and see how it feels. So there's our special spline tool. Now we're going to put it right down into here. And we're gonna turn this about 12 times counterclockwise and see how it feels. So I went ahead and turned it, and it really just didn't feel bad, guys. Like this. So now our next test is to then turn it just slightly clockwise and see if it goes past its stops, because it shouldn't turn clockwise like at all, and if it goes even a little bit past that stop, we could have a throwout bearing issue, which is inside the trans. All right, and that tested out pretty good too. So our next step is we're just going to swap out these actuators and see if it transfers the code to the friction B element instead of the A, and then maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know. Okay, now it's time to get the car jacked up. so we can get the splash shield off and get to the actuator. And guys, don't forget, safety first. We gotta get this shield off and we gotta get this guy down. So take the front bolts out of here, take the clips out of here, and then we should be able to access the actuator. Well, these bolts are hand tight, so should be pretty easy getting these out. There's our actuator right there. Let's swap them out. I do notice it looks like we have a coolant leak somewhere. You can see it all down in here. So we're gonna have to figure out where the hell that coolant's coming from. Well, that hose doesn't look like it's leaking there. Last time, if you remember my last video, this was leaking right here, so we replaced the hose. So we'll have to figure out where that leak is. And bolts are out. Yeah, this one's in there too. Wow. You can see, I mean, these things haven't been taken out for a long time. And literally about 15 minutes later, we finally got this out. That thing is crusty. There you go, guys. It's finally out. Whew, that was a struggle. Okay, let's swap them out. Okay, guys, this is the top one going down to the bottom. Now we're going to go ahead and tighten these down. Okay, and now it is time to tighten down. And our A actuator is in on top. We're gonna go ahead and tighten those down. Okay, now that we got the actuators all set, we're gonna reset the DTCs and see if it changes the DTC to the B actuator, or the B clutch. So let's do that. We are all set. So let's go ahead and start this bad boy up. All right, guys, I did go ahead and reset the DTCs, but the P0783 still did come up. So it looks like we're gonna do a clutch job, drop the transmission. Next, it was time to unbox that clutch kit we just got. The whole clutch kit is about 700 bucks, so not cheap. Already comes with the hub popped in here with the snap ring, which you gotta pop out if you've seen in the other videos. But let's check out and make sure that everything in our forks box is looking good. All right, see here, there's our sleeve. This is what I'm worried about right here. All right, there's our washer. So guys, always make sure that, see where that white stuff is? The one that I got actually had separated from there. But this looks like it's all intact. Make sure that these tabs aren't busted off. So yeah, guys, this part looks pretty good. Let's check out the forks, make sure those are good too. There's all our hardware. All right, forks. All right, guys, well, everything's looking good, so we can go ahead and get started. Right out, just like that. Okay, guys, we did open this up, and you can see, look at all that dust in here. Wow, I mean, this is not looking too good. I can't imagine what we're gonna find, but from the looks of all that dirt and debris, it doesn't look like it's gonna be good. So let's get this centering off, and we'll see what happens. Okay, clutch is out. And guys, yeah, this is, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Woo, it looks like Mars, like red soil. Look at this. Yeah, guys, we're definitely not going to be reusing this clutch. Oh, yeah. This is bad. All right, well, let's get to the fun, huh? Oh, there's one washer. Oh, yeah, that just rusted. That's garbage. Second one, oh, yeah, these are toast. See, look, all the pitting in them. Oh, my God. Yeah, you definitely don't want to reuse these. Let's see if this comes up. Yeah? Oh, is it? Nope. Yep. See, there you go. Our slave cylinder is frozen, guys. That is our issue. Yep. Yep, that thing is, woo! That is bad. Look at all the dirt. It seriously looks like Mars. Have you ever seen those movies? Yeah, this is what you'd expect. This is terrible. Yeah, we definitely wouldn't want to be reusing any of this stuff. Well, let's go ahead and get these forks out. And my cordless Harbor Freight impact didn't work, so I do this by hand. Those springs. Alright, we're going to get this last spring out here. And then when you get the torque splits back there, and we can start pulling these shift forks out. Yeah, this is bad, guys. This is bad. All right, all the bolts and springs are out, so we can go ahead and take these shift forks out. Oh yeah, we gotta clean that up. Look at that. Gross. Get this one out. Wow, guys. I haven't seen it like this before. Jeez. So here's aftermath. We have a lot of dust. So some people would like to reuse their clutch. Now, what I was told is that there's a lot of clutch dust. I would assume that would surmise as a lot of clutch dust. It's best to just go ahead and replace everything in here. And obviously, when you see rust and all this stuff, we're definitely go ahead and give this a good cleaning. But we still gotta get the sleeve off. And if you pull this up, the next thing you want to check for is if there's a red seal underneath. Oh, there we go. That doesn't be hard getting that up. Yep, it does appear we have a red seal. So we're good on the seals. That's it for our transmission teardown. Thanks all for watching.